Welcome to 1000 PS TV. Why? Why is this bike, the BMW R1250 GS, the most successful travel enduro bike and the most successful motorcycle during the last years? I'm looking for 5 reasons about this. Stay tuned.
Number 1. The great Boxer engine. The Boxer engine was already in good shape in the older models with the R1150 GS and R1200 GS, but in the current configuration with water cooling and 1250cc capacity, it's in top form. The 2-cylinder Boxer engine achieves one of the great feats in motorcycle construction. On the one hand, it is very easy to handle and offers plenty of riding comfort. In the city, it rolls along calmly and serenely at 30 km per hour. On the highway, it glides confidently over the asphalt at 150 km per hour. When driving off, it gets down to business with its powerful torque without overtaxing. The well-tuned electronics package keeps the engine in good shape even in tricky passages. That is, when pushing into tight radii or in the partial load range. On the other hand, it also likes to become an adrenaline pump. On sporty rides, the engine is a guarantee for driving fun and still keeps up with the brute 160 HP engines of the competition. The engine is considered a universal genius and simply makes customers happy. In the saddle of the GS, the rider simply has the feeling of having reached his destination. It conveys the satisfied feeling of having arrived. You have arrived in the search for the best motorcycle. This feeling is carried quite strongly by the great engine, including carbon drive. Is there still room for improvement? At low revs and low speeds, the gearshift is a bit stiff. In this area, motorcycles with chain drive and other engine configurations are superior. There is potential for improvement here for a future BMW R1300 GS. Number 2. The White Handlebars of the R1250 GS. Of course, it's not the white handlebars alone that provide the great riding experience, but it is emblematic for the great strength of the GS. The bike gives the rider a good feeling in the saddle. With the wide command bar, you feel like the boss and can easily issue commands even in tricky passages. At the same time, the seating position is comfortable but active enough. There is simply an incredible amount of experience in the seating position and the controls. The GS has been able to mature to perfection in recent years, and current buyers benefit from the feedback of the last few years. The wide handlebars naturally come into their own in combination with the other advantages of a touring enduro. The 19 inches front wheel is a good and universal solution for a very wide target group. The chassis tuning, including suspension travel dimensioning, should be the golden mean for many riders out there. Number 3. Carbon drive and Tele lever. The gimbal drive and Tele lever are probably the two strangest ingredients on the GS. On the one hand, they are largely responsible for the success of this motorcycle. Countless comments on our 1000 PS test videos of other touring enduros confirm the buyer's longing for carbon drive. Numerous comparison rides on bad asphalt reveal the advantages of the Tele lever. If the basic conditions become rough, it's our strikes. He holds even the still reserves ready where other travel enduros make the driver nervous in the saddle. On the other hand, however, these two ingredients are also responsible for the fact that not all touring enduro riders declare a GS to be the best choice. The Tele lever lacks front-end feel for sensitive riders. A classic Ford with familiar responsiveness and clear feedback is the most important ingredient for some riders. The Boxer, including the carbon drive, still provides a bit of its own life and an overall rough engine run. Friends of mechanical perfection and precision find other motorcycles more refined, and sensitive. Should BMW do without the challenging ingredients? Not at all, because these two ingredients, together with the Boxer engine, are the soul of this motorcycle and simply belong to the BMW R1250 GS. But there is room for improvement, especially when it comes to the Tele lever and chassis. The GS is a high-priced motorcycle and would have deserved more exclusive components here. Connoisseurs will find more sophisticated components on a Multistrada V4S from Ducati. In the future, BMW should offer at least one variant with absolute noble goods, so that customers no longer have to rely on solutions from accessory manufacturers. Number 4. The gigantic range of accessories from BMW itself, but also from numerous accessory manufacturers, gives you as a buyer a good feeling. Because although the BMW is a product for the masses, you can adapt it to your personal needs even better than hardly any other motorcycle. The high sales figures of the GS drive the accessory manufacturers to top performance. All product segments are fiercely contested and the competition is merciless. Those who deliver lousy quality are immediately replaced by hungry newcomers. In November, we were once again on the road with the GS in Spain. The weather conditions were varied and our camera equipment was expensive and heavy. It was transported with a super practical tank bag from SW Motec and a really waterproof case set. The quality is just great. On the other hand, there is probably for every fancy wish a clever detailed solution of a supplier. But the success of the machine also attracted the attention of suppliers of sporty products to the GS. Chills offers products as well as Wilburs, Öhlins and Akrapovic. However, the gigantic range of accessories mercilessly shows us that even the GS is not yet perfect. The saddle, for example, is readily exchanged, and how many customers had to take care of a USB adapter themselves before BMW replaced the 12-volt socket on the current model. So there is always room for improvement, and that increases our anticipation for the new BMW R1300 GS even more. Number 5. The strong image of the BMW R1250 GS. When it comes to the GS image, it's much the same as with Tele lever and carbon drive. The GS leaves no one cold. For fans of the motorcycle, it is the end of the line. It is the original. All other touring enduros have to measure themselves against it. It dominates the segment and rides at the head of the pack. The opponents try to follow panting and are looking for niches in which they can achieve success. Satisfied customers appreciate the stable price level and the winning image of the motorcycle at the regular stable. The fact that the engine is built in Berlin is still a huge plus for many buyers. German workmanship is becoming increasingly rare in times of globalization, and the German Boxer engine is a guarantee of quality. The demands but also the requirements are just the BMW Boxer engines enormous, because on average they have to cope with higher mileages than their direct competitors. The annual performance of the Boxer drivers are above the average values. Also in our 1000 PS marketplace, BMW Boxer motorcycles are among those models with the highest mileage. On the other hand, the huge spread including self-confident appearance causes rejection. Individualists smile at the high-priced machine and its accessories. Possibly it is envy or the motorized form of class struggle. For many, the GS is a symbol of decadence and superfluous ballast. Enduro riders in particular want affordable and uncomplicated motorcycles. The GS has brought luxury to this segment. Fans of earthy motorcycles resent it for that. Going forward, this will probably be the biggest challenge for BMW. How can they continue to present this blockbuster in a cool and adventurous way in the future? At the same time, however, the motorcycle should remain accessible. We are curious how this will succeed with the successor. The BMW R1300 GS is supposed to be presented soon.